To begin our presentation, let me briefly introduce the topic. Budgeting behavior plays a vital role in ensuring the financial well-being of youth. However, many students still struggle to manage their personal finances effectively, even when they have access to financial education. In this study, we apply theory of planned behavior, TPB, to understand what drives students' budgeting behavior. Our main aim is to explore how financial education influences budgeting behavior, specifically by looking at students' attitudes, perceived control, and social norms.
While financial awareness campaigns have grown in recent years, the financial behavior among Malaysian youth continues to raise concern. This study addressed four key issues. The first one, financial literacy among Malaysian youth remains critically low, affecting their long-term financial well-being. The second one, budgeting habits are often inconsistent, even among those who have received financial education. The third one is prior studies lack a comprehensive approach, especially in applying the theory of planned behavior alongside financial education. And the last one is there is a pressing need to identify the core predictors that shape student budgeting behavior to better inform future educational strategies.
First, we want to know what factors influence students' intention to budget. In other words, what makes them more likely to plan and control their spendings. And second, we explore how attitudes, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control, which are components of the theory of planned behavior, impact actual budgeting behavior. We look at how belief, social pressure, and confidence in managing money play a role. Finally, we ask whether intention mediates the relation between financial education and budgeting behavior. This means we want to see if financial education alone is enough or if it works better by improving intention first.
Hello, I'm Intern Raisha binti Muhammad Fidasari. In this video, I will present the research objective. Our research has three main objectives. First, we aim to examine how financial education influences students' budgeting behavior, whether learning about finance actually helps them manage money better. Second, we want to assess the role of attitude, subjective norms, and perceived behavioral control, which are the three key components of the theory of planned behavior. And lastly, we intend to test whether intention plays a mediating role, meaning we want to see if students' intention to budget acts as a bridge between their financial knowledge and their actual budgeting behavior.
Next, I will present methodology. This study used the qualitative cross-section design based on the extant theory of planned behavior and financial education as a predictor. A post-positive approach was used to test the relation between financial education, attitude, subjective norm, perceived control, budgeting intention, and budgeting behavior. Data we collected used the 5-point like-scale online questionnaire shared through WhatsApp, Telegram, and social media. A total of 157 valid respondents from Malaysian students aged 18 to 25 were collected using condition sampling. Pre-testing with 151 respondents and the pilot test with 6 people, we done the improve the questionnaire. Data we analyzed use MathPLS version 4, which is suitable for small sample, not normal data, and complex median model.
Our first finding revealed that attitude has significant and positive effect on budgeting intention. With a beta value of 0.425 and p-value of 0.00, this means that the students who have favorable views towards budgeting are more likely to plan and commit to budgeting in their daily lives. This result supports that the theory of planned behavior, which suggests that attitude is a strong predictor of attention. Therefore, encouraging students to view budgeting as a beneficial, empowering practice can increase their motivation to manage finances wisely.
The second finding showed that perceived behavior control also significantly influences budgeting intention. With a beta value of 0.265 and a p-value of 0.004, this indicates that students who believe they have control over their financial decisions are more likely to intend to budget. It highlights the importance of self-confidence and financial self-efficacy. If students feel capable of managing money, they are more likely to plan ahead. This finding reinforces the idea that financial education programs should focus on building practical skills that help students feel more in control.
Hello, my name is Alia Bahira binti Farisan. Now I'm going to present our finding 3. which we test the relationship between budgeting intention and actual budgeting behavior. So the result was supported with a beta value of 0.657 and a p-value of 0, indicating a strong and significant effect. Among all of the findings, it was the strongest relationship. This means when students have a clear intention to budget, they are more likely to actually follow through. So motivation and commitment play a key role in the leading to consistent financial behavior. Next, for finding 4, we look at whether social pressure, like from friends or family, influence student budgeting intention. The result was not supported with a beta of 0.086 and a p-value of 0.327. This showed that in our sample, peer influence did not significantly affect student budgeting plans. A possible reason is that a university student may value independence over external opinions. So relying on social pressure alone may not be effective in improving budgeting behavior. So I'll pass this to the next presenter. Thank you.
Discussion 1. This finding is valid the theory of planned behavior in the financial context. Attitude and perceived control is significantly influence attention, while subjective norma had a limited effect. Most importantly is attention solely predict actually budgeting behavior. This supports TPB core idea that behavior attention is the best predictor of action. The results show that intention acts as a strong mediator between financial education and budgeting behavior.
From a practical point of view, the findings suggest that financial education programs should focus on shaping student mindset and self-confidence. Since attitude and perceived control are key influencers, initiatives that build positive beliefs and financial self-efficacy are crucial. Universities should embed financial literacy into their curriculum, while families and peers can reinforce positive budgeting habits. Digital tools like budgeting apps can also support students in translating intention into real behavior.
In conclusions, our study confirmed that financial education improves student budgeting behavior through the theory of planned behavior. We found that attitude and perceived control significantly influence intentions, and intentions strongly predicted behavior. However, subjective norms show a weaker effect. We recommend focusing on programs that build student confidence and financial mindset. Also, future studies should explore more diverse groups such as working adults or rural youth, and use real behavior tracking instead of only surveying. In short, to empower youth financially, financial education must not only teach knowledge but also build motivations and control. That's all from us. Thank you for listening to our presentations. We really hope our finding can contribute to better financial habits among youth.